Today's art session is on creating faces using scrap paper and oil pastels. You can use anything that you want to use, but I love the look of these. I did them a while ago. You could probably find them on YouTube in the Reels because I think I recorded the process and shared it online. But these were so much fun to do, and I'm going to give them a try today, and I'm going to show you how I did it, walk you through my process. I have oil pastels. These are Faber-Castell oil pastels, and these are Paul Rubens oil pastels. This is my art journal. I have prepped it with some gesso and some old scrap paper that I have from old books that I've saved from the garbage. I actually have some of my own sketches that I put on here, so just paper that I've glued on here as well. Instead of starting on a blank canvas, I find when I prep my pages and add old book pages and old doodles and drawings that I've done on top of it, it's a nice starting point, especially when I'm creating faces like this with little bits of scrap paper, and it just helps get me started. I find when you're doing an art journal page, sometimes it's nice to just go with the flow and see what comes out. But I just love the fashion with these older ladies, and I just think they look really great. So I can't wait to get started. And you know I do add a little glitter because that's just who I am. All right, I'm going to get started. One of the things I like about scrap paper is that if you make mistakes with your art journaling, you can just cover it up with scrap paper and keep going. And that's what you'll see me doing here. I have a nice big art journal book, and so I'm going to do a spread of maybe 4, probably 3 faces. And I've got my black Faber-Castell oil pastel, and like I said, it's more like a crayon. You could probably even use a crayon. And I am just mapping out a face. This is nothing fancy, but I love the end result. So I'm mapping out this lady's face, and it's how I normally do faces, except for these are more mature faces. Okay, and then I'm gonna map in this woman's hair, and I'm not stuck to this. So I can change this at any time that I want by adding paper on top of it. Okay, I like the way this looks. She's going to be fancy. A fancy lady. And I do like the way that the black pops off the page, and that's why I do a lot of my art and drawings in black. Okay, so I'm going to do another face. Maybe I will do 4. Okay, I'm going to do another face. And you don't need to worry about perfection. This is just for fun. This lady's going to have glasses on. So I'm just doing circles for glasses. And I guess she's not going to have a hat on. She's just going to have fancy hair, and she's probably going to be, I'm just going to draw like the nostrils. I'm not going to draw the lips because I'll draw a line for where her lips are, but I'm going to map that out with some red and draw her neck, but she might have like a fancy type of, there. Okay, I like the way these are turning out. And for this woman, I'm going to map out her eyes. And again, I'm just doing a straight line. I'm doing a straight line and a circle for the eyes. I don't want to get into too much detail because it's all going to come out when I start adding the paper onto the faces. So it's drawing out drawing it out and then adding small bits of paper to the faces. I think I might want to do a lady with some big hair. Okay, here's another one, and she's just gonna have fancy stuff going on. So this is sort of like, I don't know, couture women or whatever. Okay, and I want her to have big hair. And maybe she should have big earrings. because I don't know if I want her to have glasses because this lady has glasses. But then again, I do like my ladies with the glasses, but I'm going to do this woman has higher eyelids. You could see her higher eyelids, so maybe I'll do a higher eyelid. And you could see this Faber-Castell oil pastel kind of crumbling. I would like to try it with crayons to see if they make any difference. So I've got her eyelids, or yeah, they're high up there. And then this woman also has like little nostrils. And I'm not drawing in the lips because I'll do them later. And maybe one more lady. I'll draw one more lady. I'm going to come over here. And what do I think I want her to have big jewelry on. So I'm doing circles for where the jewelry is, and maybe she'll have like this kind of hair. And I'll leave it like that. So this is just the start for these ladies. And I think where the magic comes in with creating the faces is adding this paper, which is what I did, onto their faces. And so I just get some scrap paper and I'm going to map some of it out. The key to this particular art is adjusting as you go with small bits of paper. Now I'm going to map in their hair using these giant paint sticks by Paul Rubens. And it's going to be a mix of white and gray. And I'm not paying too much attention to it just because I think the more you think, the more challenging it's going to take longer. You're going to feel frustrated. And this is just for fun and for practice. That's all it is. And I just really enjoy doing this. These are kind of gooey and I do like them for their gooiness versus like they're softer, I guess, than the Faber-Castell, but I like the Faber-Castell because they're not soft. So I guess you could try a whole bunch of different ones and see what happens. And now for the glasses for this lady, I'm kind of using this as my inspiration. I'm going to get the red out. So I've got my red and I'm just gonna draw in some red glasses for her. And I'm pressing down quite hard with this one. And it blends with the black, but again, this is just an art journal page. It's just for fun. It shouldn't matter. And I'm going to add some flowers here for that lady. And I'll try my giant oil sticks for that one. So I've got a giant oil stick and we'll see. I kind of like this red color because it's an orangey red. So I'm just putting in some flowers for that lady. And I think I might see if I can, sometimes it's nice to have different colors and blend it. I really like her giant glasses. Now, I'm not sure if I could, I don't know, that's kind of a big oil stick. So I'm gonna use a smaller one to try to map in her lips. I like that. And I'll map in her lips. I think all of these ladies, oh, she might need more glue there. So I just added a little glue there. And for this lady, I'm going to get her lips in. I'm going to come over here. Okay. Get her lips in. And we'll get her lips in. And I'm really not thinking. There, we'll see what happens. The other key element to this art is that I really like is these bright, bold colors. And maybe it's because I have a limited amount of oil pastels that I stuck to these bright colors. So I'm going to keep going with them. And I think I'm going to use that green color from one of my ladies. I think it will be this one. And I'm just scratching it in there. That's what I'm doing. I'm scratching it in there. And I'm leaving the space for her jewelry because I am probably going to add some sparkles for that. We've got this lady, and I think I'm really liking this yellow color. So she's got the yellow sweater on, and then we've got, ooh, okay, hold on. There's pink. I have pink. Oh, I love pink. Okay, we're going to add pink to this lady. This lady's going to have some pink on. She's got some kind of thing going on here. I don't know what I did there, but I want her to have like fancy type jacket maybe. I don't know, but that's what she's got on. And maybe her cheek will have a little pink on it, and maybe she'll have some pink in her flowers. Maybe her lips will be pink. Let's see. Can I do it? Oh, I did it. Okay. And let's see if she can have some pink too on her cheek. So it's coming together. Her face looks weird. Like I'm going to probably put some paper over here. And again, that's the adjusting that you do as you go. I'm just doing some swirly type thing here for her. And maybe she'll have a little blue on her eyes. So you're just really, really playing around and seeing what you can do. And I'm going to add a little bit of greenery where her flowers are. Okay. But her face needs to be fixed. And to fix her face, I'm just getting a little bit of paper and gluing it on top, because I don't like that line. And I'm going to glue something. Now, I know that there's oil on there. I don't care. This isn't art journal. This isn't, for sale. I'm not doing anything crazy with this. So some people will say, oh, you can't do that. But you know what? I'm just doing this for fun. I'm just learning a new technique. And you know what? If it doesn't work, nothing bad's going to happen, because this is an art journal. So ultimately, it doesn't matter. And I don't like it, so I'm covering it. There we go. I don't have a lot of skin tone colors, so it's harder to, but I could probably blend some together. There we go. There we go. Okay. Some oil pastels will really blend well together, and some of them don't blend as well together, so it makes it a bit of a challenge. So I'm just sort of rubbing them on top of each other to see if it'll blend a bit. Somewhat, but that's okay. Okay. All right, so I've got them sort of mapped in. Let's see. And I'm not coloring the whole face in just because I like the newspaper to come to, not newspaper, but I like the other parts to sort of stick out. And that's why you'll see that even with this one, right? I like it when the paper's peeking through. That's the whole point of the paper, really, to peek through. And again, oh, I've got a softer pink too. Why didn't I notice all these pinks? I'm going to get her cheek in a bit. Add a little bit to her, maybe add a little bit more to these flowers. Add more to her. And then get the white in. And the white blends, makes a bit of a gray, right? I feel like that lady needs more gray. I found my gray oil pastel, so I want to add some gray hair like this lady has. And so I'm just going to map it in. I'm not coloring over everything. Just a light touch. This woman already has it, but I actually like the way the Faber-Castell goes over the Paul Rubens. This lady has darker hair, but she'll have a little bit of gray. I'm using 2 types of glitter glue. I've got Folk Art Glitterific. It's my favorite glitter glue, or it's called acrylic glitter paint, but it's more like glue. I have hologram and I have rose gold, and I'm going to be using them both. I'm going to use the gold glitter glue for jewelry. So I'm just really piling it on there because I feel like this is like the big finale of this art piece. And I just think the glitter just really adds something special. And so she's gonna have longer earrings on. And so there are her earrings. And again, this is, you don't need to try to be perfect or, you know, do something perfection. Oops, ooh, okay. Remember, this is just for fun. And so I wonder, actually, I might give this lady some necklace there. So I'm just adding, because these are fancy ladies. And then this woman has big round sort of baubles. And I'm just putting her jewelry, whoops, down here. And I like to have like, it adds a lot of texture. And I think this woman might actually have, I'm gonna put it on the side of her face, sort of like blush. And this lady, I'm probably gonna put it, she's got her fancy glasses, so we'll put it on top of her eyes. And I really feel like, I honestly just feel like the glitter adds something special to the art journal pages. If you're not a fan of glitter, you can leave it out. How will it stay on the oil? I don't know, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna put it up here. It's all about exploring and playing. I mean, we'll figure it out eventually, like, does it stay, does it not stay, but does it matter? Because this is just an art journal page and you're not selling it. Okay, so I love the rose gold. And now I am going to dig into this sort of hologram. It's hologram transparent glitter glue for the hair. So I'm gonna make the silver, gray, white hair pop. And that's why I'm adding it to their hair. I think I love this lady in the yellow the best. I really love the glasses. I love her yellow sweater. I feel like I got her hair really well. I like this lady too. I don't feel like I have her lips quite right. And we'll add some silver to her as well. Okay, I feel like that's it. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up so you could really see the glitter and all the elements of this artwork. This is the final drawing using scraps of paper, creating sort of a collage with scraps of paper, oil pastels, glitter glue, to create these mature older ladies who are fashionistas. I really love how that glitter makes it pop. I really love the bright colors of the oil pastels and just the bold lines. That's my favorite kind of art. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'd love to hear from you if you're going to give it a try. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.